Hello, everyone. This is Aditi Sharma, Miss International Diva 2025. And I'm so excited to be here today because I have very special guests with me, and I'm gonna get the opportunity to reconnect with them. And let me tell you, these women are absolutely amazing. I had the opportunity to judge them on and off stage at the Miss Illinois 2025 pageant. And I have the winners of the same pageant with me tonight. So please help me welcome My Dream TV's Miss Illinois 2025 winners.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. So nice to see everyone.
How are you, Aditi?
I'm doing great, Soumya. So nice to see you. Hi, Supriya.
Hi.
Hi, Rajshri. So how's everyone?
Doing absolutely great.
Yeah.
Summer's out, sun's out, so you're all great.
Absolutely. Cannot agree.
I know I was the judge for your pageant, and I actually saw you guys on and off stage. So I know you're all wonderful human beings, amazing queens. So without further ado, let's get started so that the audience can get to know a little bit about each one of you. So starting from with you, Soumya. So please introduce yourself. Tell us about your title.
So hello, everyone. I am Soumya Boja, and I am the Mrs Bharat Illinois 2025. And it's an honor to carry this title. And yeah, I mean, life has been good. I am, by profession, I am a UI designer. And I am a fitness enthusiast. I also own a clothing line, Western by Soumya, which has been my passion. Yeah.
Soumya, I saw your designs at the pageant because you also did the fashion show, and that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So how was your experience? Was this your first pageant?
No, I have done pageants before. But this was a different experience. Going to New York Fashion Week before this. It was a great experience. I saw myself on the billboard for the first time in 2023. I worked for Reena Dhaka. So yeah, that was a great experience. But yeah, winning this pageant was an absolute honor for me. I had so much fun. This was definitely my first time having my fashion show for my clothing line, and models walking for me. And it was an absolute delight to see everyone walking for me and me walking for one of my friends, for a jewelry designer. So yes, I had so much fun.
And it was an amazing show. A big congrats to Ajanta, the state director. Thank you, Ajanta, for calling me. And it was such a great show. So many fashion shows. I think there were like 5 fashion shows, so many different performances, and of course, amazing contestants.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you for visiting Illinois. We are glad that you were here.
I was very happy to be there. And now let's get to know the next queen, Rajshri. Do you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Rajshri Shirsagar, and I'm the first runner-up for Mrs. Illinois Bharat 2025. Um, it was amazing. The entire experience was superb, and I know that I couldn't give my best there, but yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying and hoping to participate in future contests. Yeah, it was amazing. And I have never participated. This was my first time.
I think you were phenomenal. I remember your outfit. It was very beautiful. I loved your lehenga. I think you
Thank
did a
you.
very good job, and all the contestants were very strong.
I know.
So tell us, what do you do in your professional life?
I'm an executive certified company secretary, and I have pursued my master's in international finance. I'm working for a company in Naperville. We were consultants group, and I'm working in accounts and finance department. And I enjoy what I do there. Yeah. Apart from that, I love listening to music and I love ramp walks. This was my first time, and I'm looking forward to do more walks for different designers. Yeah.
That's awesome. And with My Dream TV, there's countless opportunities. There's so many pageants going around. There's New York Fashion Week, which is right around the corner. And you had an amazing walk, and I know that because I was sitting there at the judging panel.
Thank you.
So I hope to see you at the next event.
Sure.
And with that, let's get to know Supriya now.
Hi, Aditi.
Hi, Supriya. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Thank you. First of all, a big thanks to you guys and My Dream TV for giving us this opportunity to come and talk about ourselves. It's about our story, what matters to us. So I think having that platform to express ourselves is extremely important. So really, really thankful for the entire team. My name is Supriya Nair, and I am the first runner-up of Mrs Bharat Illinois 2025. This is not my first pageant, but this is one of the most special ones. I must say that because I made friends, I made connections. Some things that this pageant gave me goes beyond something that we all would strive for, which is relationships. So I had some amazing relationships with some of my co-contestants, which I'm probably taking forward in my life in the future. So thank you for that. In my day job, I'm an associate director for sales operations in one of the leading pharmaceutical companies in US. And I love what I do because I know that I'm making a patient's life better somewhere in some part of the world. So making patients' lives better is what we all strive for, and that keeps me going every single day, even though every day is different. We have our own challenges, but in the end, when you're going back home, someone's being healthy because of you, and that just is what keeps me going. So really, really proud to be part of the company that I'm working for. I also do a lot of disease state awareness drives, like mental health drives, ovarian cancer, breast cancer awareness throughout the city with different organizations, because I think having awareness about these diseases as women, as falling into that category of age group is so important because it can save lives. So that really is one of my passion projects outside of what I do. And then I also love singing. So I'm a singer. So definitely here to elevate the brand. I think we're all here for something like that. So it's so excited to be partnering with My Dream and looking forward to a lot more in the future.
That's awesome. Congratulations to you. And that's an amazing passion project that you've had. And, like you said, there's no better platform than this one to take things to an even larger scale, just because My Dream USA has multiple pageant brands across the USA, and not just the USA, but of course across so many different countries. So yeah, there's no better platform than this one. And many congratulations to you. And I'm excited to know a little bit about your passion project. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in the upcoming few questions, because I'm sure our viewers are so curious to know the impact that our queens are making. But before that, I would love to understand from any of you, what kind of motivated you to participate in this pageant? Anyone?
So I can go.
Go for it.
So like Supriya said, we all need a platform to bring our advocacy in front of people. What better than have a platform where you can go and connect with more people and connect with other people and their problems, and you share yours, and it's just basically connecting with people. I would say, me as a fitness instructor, I love to connect with people through my dance and through fitness, for, like Supriya said, for mental health, giving an idea to people how fitness can really change the perspective of how how basically you reach out to people. It's very important. And I'm going to be a certified domestic violence advocate pretty soon. So it's really nice to reach out to people, to have this platform, and to connect to more people. That was my biggest way and an encouragement to come take this platform.
Nice. So who did you hear it through? Did you see it on social media, word of mouth?
Since I was a part of the New York Fashion Week, so I did connect with Rashmi ji back then, and she has been a sweetheart always. Like, she's always so reachable, and anytime you message her, call her, she's always there and trying to guide you. So that I found was very, very inviting. Like, a lot of people have this mindset that beauty industry is all about you looking beautiful, only then you'll be entertained, and but that's not what those are not the vibes that I got from Rashmiji. It was always like, this platform is for everyone, so even though some inhibitions we carry inside us, that am I worth it, I'm not worth it, so those were not my concerns at all when I spoke to her. So I really thought it's something that it's very reachable, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I completely resonate with that. It's actually very similar to how my journey started with My Dream TV.
Yeah.
It was also through New York Fashion Week, and that's where Janakji spotted me, and he in a very friendly manner, he came up to me and he motivated me to do a pageant. And I mean, it's just been one pageant after another from then. So all the best to you for your journey. We hope to see you in other pageants. Do you have any plans to participate in other pageants? Are we going to see you at the national pageant, which is going to happen in December?
Yes, I am the finalist for Mrs. Universe 2026. So
Wow.
you'll definitely see me there. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and hopefully the December one as well. Yeah.
And where is that happening?
That's in New York. I mean,
Oh,
New Jersey.
what a, like full circle moment for you. Kind
Yes.
of where things started. And yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, very big thing. Yes.
Yes. So Supriya, Ratri, others, how did you kind of start? How did you hear about it?
So I heard it from one of my friends, and she and I were together in our masters together. Her name is Anusha. She's one of the directors of the Illinois chapter of Mrs Bharat Illinois. So that's where I heard it from. And coming back to your question about the motivating factor here, right? So definitely everything that Soumya mentioned, and I think every women have their own journey that they've come across, right? I've been raised across 3 different countries. So every time I get comfortable, I be moved to a different country. And now I'm again between people that I don't know. Should I connect with them? Should I not connect with them? So I think this particular pageant, it gives us a space to celebrate every chapter of our life, like good, bad, the low on spirits, the high on spirits, everything that you come up there and talk about yourself is always celebrated by others there. So it's really like, in a way, building a community of women who's basically right there standing with you and saying, you're not the only one. I also had the same situation, or I had something very similar, and that keeps you going, that keeps you motivated. And that's one of the biggest, I would say, driving factors that motivated me to be part of this pageant and to continue my journey. And again, to come back to Soumya, like, that's one of the relationships that I cherish, because now I met her, we're together, we talk about ideas, we know how we want to elevate our brand. So this is all because of that particular pageant platform that we got. So a lot more, but I think it all starts with the community, because we're all eventually striving to be in a community that celebrates ourselves, that looks like ourselves, and it's very inclusive to every kind of woman out there. So
that's wonderful. And if I may ask, what countries were you raised in?
So I was raised in the Middle East, in Dubai. I went to a school there, a lot of very, very different culture. Like the women and the men don't study together. The girls go into the school in the morning. The boys are in the afternoon shifts. So very different culture. And then, of course, even the days, like Friday is a weekend, used to be a weekend when I grew up. And then from there, we moved to India for my undergraduation because, of course, at that point in the Middle East, I'm not sure how much of a graduation universities existed. So I wanted to take up medicine, which is why I moved to India. And now I'm in a whole different diaspora with different looking, of course, the cultures are so amazing, a lot of festivals, but very less conservative in a way, I would say. So a lot of different culture shifts there. And then for my master's, I moved to US again as a student, which was an whole different ballgame. Now everybody's together. There's all these different countries, students from different countries. Like we had people from China, we had people from Japan. I don't think I would have ever, I never thought I'm going to coexist that amazingly with this. So what it teaches me is, I think there's a reason why different colors eventually make that whole world colorful. And similarly, there's a reason why we all are different and beautiful in our own way, because that's how the whole ecosystem becomes complete. That's what it taught me eventually. Not throughout the journey though. I'm like, oh, I have to again fit in, I have to try to make friends. I don't know if they want to be friends with me, but now when I'm looking back, I think it just shaped me as a human being.
That's awesome and very well said. And I think what I like about this specific platform is exactly that. It is so exclusive. It is so inclusive and exclusive, where you you have the kind of reach, which gives it this, you have a crown, people listen to you, you kind of get this queen treatment, but it's so inclusive on the inside, where everyone is so diverse. You get to connect with people from all different fields of life. And, just here on this screen, all of you are in such different fields of work, but, still together here in this sisterhood, connected for a very similar purpose, which is to put your voice out there, kind of live an fulfilled dream, just, kind of completing that dream, which My Dream TV kind of brings together. So I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the kind of support that you guys had. Of course, we have this amazing platform. But aside from that, any friends, family that showed up at the pageant? What kind of support did you guys have at home? Did we have family abroad watching the pageant? What were their reactions?
I mean, I think probably I can go first this time. So my husband was, he really had a last minute situation that he had to attend to. So he was planning to attend this for me. I had a couple friends that I know, like for example, Anusha, she's a director, but she was right there. But what really amazed me is that there we had 3 practice sessions before the actual event, right? So there was one with Rashmi ji, there was one with Ajanta. Ajanta had a couple sessions. So I have no clue how this worked together, but I had my co-contestants like celebrating my win as if it was their own. So every friends that I made right there in those practice sessions, in the dressing room, trying to fix each other's hair, trying to help each other with nails. We have all these funny stories in the backstage before we come up there in front of the audiences. I think they were celebrating for me, and that really amazed me. I'm like, I just probably got my family right there in the event. so yeah, yes and no. Like I didn't have anybody related to me, but again, I did not miss any of them because I had a lot of people celebrating for my win.
And in a way, there's honestly nothing better than that, just because the image of pageants is the complete opposite. Anytime that we see a pageant being portrayed in a movie or somewhere else, there's so much negativity around it.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. And I think that'd be something which hopefully motivates anyone watching, that if you don't have your cheer squad in person at an event, you definitely will be on stage with one, and you will go back with amazing, meaningful friendships. And I had a very similar experience. My first pageant was out of state, so I didn't have friends cheering me on, but the contestants there are your friends, and then their families support you and cheer you on as well. The judges were super amazing. They were so motivating at the pageant that I participated in. And of course, Rashmiji, Janakji are so motivating.
Yeah.
So yeah, for anyone that feels like they may not have their cheer squad, you will get one once you do a pageant with TV.
No, I agree. And I think the line that she mentioned, it stays with me. Some of the sentences and the statements, it stays with you forever. So what Rashmi ji said was, wear your crown in your heart. I think it was exactly a day before the pageant. So I think we all like took it very seriously. And we were all already queens before even we were crowned. So I think we were just basically helping each other out through this.
Absolutely. And I think that just completely elevates the experience that you have, because you're able to have fun with your fellow contestants on the stage. And I think that's when you can truly shine, you know, when you're having a good time. And I know when I'm judging, that's something that I look out for, who's having the most fun. And that's probably why it was so hard to judge all of you wonderful ladies, because it seemed like everyone was having such a blast. And it seemed like such a nice sisterhood. And I remember all the judges were kind of talking about that. And yeah, it really seemed like you guys were great friends.
Yeah, we absolutely, I cannot agree more with Supriya. I don't know how we did, but the bond was just like, there was no envying, no jealousy, nothing. It was just we support each other. Like, I was fixing somebody's dress, or, giving them tips how to walk. In fact, I remember Rajshri, and we were all like, you're not supposed to do this. You just do this, do that. And we are teaching each other how to walk. Which rarely happens, I think. I'm like, that's what a true queen is, who's helping others. She's not just keeping everything to herself. We are there to give it to others. That is what, for me, a true queen is, who's looking out, who's watching out for others, not just for herself. So that was the biggest thing. And I had my beautiful two daughters who are always with me, an 8-year-old and a 14-year-old. So they were backstage with me, taking care of everything, my dress, and helping me out. And the biggest family that I made was through my fashion show. All my models that we celebrated. They were just my cheering squad with me, and my friend whom I introduced to this Chicago Fashion Week as a jewelry designer, Studio 3311. She was my cheerleader, and my husband was there, of course, browsing his phone. And okay, my wife won. Okay, good. So he was there. So definitely, yeah.
You on in spirit, I'm sure.
In spirit, for sure.
In and out, but he was there. That's amazing.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, speaking of dresses, I remember Supriya, you had a black dress, and I know Soumya, you had like a silver gold.
Champagne, yeah.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful dresses. Everyone,
yeah.
The outfits were just amazing at this pageant. Like, let me just say that everyone was amazing. So what was that process like? I know we were talking about the bonds and kind of the internal stuff, but let's kind of shift gears and talk about the external prep, the practice, the walk, the shoes, the dress. What kind of who helped pick out outfits? Like for me, like it's like my parents always helped me pick the outfits.
Yeah.
So what was that process like? Was it fun? Was it not fun? What did you
funny story with all these outfits?
Yeah.
I had a dress, but I had so much tough time. I altered my dress myself, and then I went and bought this dress at the last minute, went with my daughter, went for shopping, got this in a bigger size than I needed. And then I had to alter the dress. I went for alteration, and it was prom time, and there were no seamstresses who were willing to alter it the last moment. So whatever you saw on stage was the jugaad that I did in the backstage. Added the straps, made the bust smaller, stitched it in, and yes, a lot of memories with that dress for sure.
Good. You did good. It worked.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what a iconic queen moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember Sushmita saying
I
how
was just thinking
she
of that. I
yes
was
in the garage. Yeah, so I guess that's what happens in reality. Nothing's like perfect. That's on stage. It's
far from
always
it.
like
Yes.
that. You don't see behind it. And yes, I mean, I remember my makeup and everything was the last minute I came. I didn't have my mantika, and my friend just magically showed up before just we opened the show. That's when I put it up. Like, yes, a lot of last minute things.
Yes, I mean, and I think the biggest thing is that with the hundred of things that's going on, the thoughts that are running, the prep, I'm not sure how long you guys prepped for, but I'm assuming definitely like a couple of months. And with all of that hard work that you put into a pageant, the day of kind of is very blurred out. And it's little details like your friend kind of like a miracle bringing you
Yeah.
the mantika. It's just moments like that that really stay with you. Like when I was competing, it was so many different things. You're so nervous, you have butterflies, and it all kind of is a blur. But what you do remember is the special moments like this, and that's amazing. I think that is really the value that you get out of pageants. So it's
I
wonderful.
guess more than anything, it's about preparing mentally, I think. The external things just fall in place, but it's about preparing yourself internally that you're ready to put yourself out there to get judged.
Yeah.
That is, and be ready to take the same,
Mhm.
be ready to take whatever comes your way and take it with a pinch of salt. That mindset is very important.
Yeah. I agree. It really is a lot of the mental game. Like you said, things are far from perfect, no matter how much prep you put into something. There's always something that, like you said, even Sushmita-san had to do it. And I think that is really what makes you a true queen. So how calm you can stay on stage is really what kind of matters. So Supriya, tell us how was the prep for you? Any last minute changes that you had to make?
Another story, I think I was just giggling in my mind. I'm like, Soumya, you too? So I was again altering my dress like a day before. I don't know the stitch. Soumya, you know the stitch. I don't. So I was actually looking for somebody to help me out because my dresses were loose and I thought it would. So definitely the last minute tailoring, I think it's every girl has the same story pretty much to some extent. And then even for the gown round, I mean, I tried an amazing dress and I prepped for it. I went to the store and I ordered it. They didn't have my size in store, so they said, you know what, you can order it right now. It will come to your house. And I had a sales because I'm in sales. I have to keep traveling throughout the U.S. to different zones and states. So I was actually in the field that particular week. So I came literally a day before the practice event with Rashmi ji, and boom, the dress is not there in my mailbox. And I just called them. I said, I have an event like 2 days after this. What are you talking about? And then magically there was another dress that I ordered from a different website, which I thought may not come. I'll just order one just in case. And the just in case is what I wore
And that one,
for the event.
too. I think somewhere the angels wanted to make that choice easy for you.
Yes. So just in case is
it
what
Yes, that's amazing. I think there's always little things like that. There's always like some running around. I'm always accessories are such a big thing for me. I feel like I'm always running around. before a pageant, my mom's always running around because she thinks that there's something better that you can do. So whenever I have to do a pageant, I end up with a lot more dresses than I need and a lot more accessories.
I can understand totally.
Yeah, so I think that's
And just in case dresses. Everything is a just in case.
You know.
Yeah, but well, I hope. Well, I don't hope. I know. I know that those dresses will come in very handy with all the million things that are going on with my.
Oh yes, yes.
So
yeah, this was one of my just in case dress. I got it, and I got to use it today.
There you go. That's amazing. All right. So tell us some fun facts about you both.
Go ahead, Supriya.
Yeah, I think maybe like one of the fun facts about me is I'm ambidextrous. So I can write, function equally with both my hands. Again, everything has a story. I was a left dominant personality. My mom said, no, you got to eat with your right. It's a very cultural thing here. Like right is always good. So then forced into right. And now I'm in this weird spot where I can do everything exactly the same way with both my hands. So that's just a fun fact about me that I think is something that people are like, oh wow, I never knew about that. Like I'm like, they make fun of me. They're like, there's this movie called Three Idiots, and there's this professor who keeps writing with both hands. And I said, definitely not doing math because that's not happening, but I can write.
That's awesome. And of course, you did mention that you're a great singer too.
Yeah.
So My Dream TV also does a lot of singing contests.
Yeah.
And I was very happy to host this T-series collaborative show that they had with Tulsi Kumar and just amazing artists. So there's that too. So not limited to just pageants and fashion show.
Yeah, you know what you just said is musical to me already. About My Dream TV's music, the passion to support art, especially. I just opened a show for one of the known singers in the Marathi film industry. She was here last week, so I was very grateful to have got that opportunity to be a show opener for her. But no, this is amazing. There's so much more that My Dream TV offers. So thank you. And I know Ajanta's online. She's always been in touch about wanting to know and what you can do, if you can sing, and we'll talk about the opportunities on that side. So I think it's a platform. Like you can really, whatever you bring in, it just amplifies and it just elevates pretty much is what I'm seeing it.
Exactly. That's exactly the word, that it just amplifies. So, and that's your fun fact as well.
Yes.
Soumya, fun fact.
Fun fact about me is I can do a 150-pound deadlift.
Oh.
Yes, so I love fitness. And funny thing was, when I was in India, like for a year or so, I was banned from going inside the gym actually, because when I would go in the gym, people would be like, you're not allowed to be in the gym. It's like
that intimidated.
Yes, because it's like it's the opposite ends of the spectrum, right? So either you're too heavy or you're too light, and then you're like, why do you? So all my life I have been getting this thing like, why do you need to work out? Why do you need to work out? I have always been on the petite side. Good genes from my dad, I would definitely say that. So I've always been like that. Even when my pregnancy, I came back to my normal weight, or so it was like, I need to tell people why fitness is so important. It's not like just because you're skinny or you're petite, you don't have to work out. You have to. So I kind of broke all those misconceptions of people, like, how I don't think you can lift that hard. So I defied all those rules. And so the fun fact is I can do a deadlift without a problem.
That's amazing. And I share your enthusiasm. I'm actually, that is what I have left for the day now. I'm going to go in my garage. I'm going to work out. And, you know, it's not just about the external, like we've been saying, but it's feeling strong. So that's amazing. And I'm very proud of you for
Thank you.
shining light on that.
And also paint, if you can see the Chicago skyline behind me.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
We have such talented women in this amazing platform. All right. Well, it's been amazing. And I feel like I can chat with you two all day.
Likewise.
But I will save it for the next time that I see you guys, which I am sure will be very soon. So just quickly, we're going to say bye to our viewers and thank you to My Dream TV for putting this together. I'm very excited that I got the opportunity to reconnect with you ladies, and I wish you all the very best. And thank you for everyone watching. I am Aditi Sharma, Miss International Diva 2025, signing off with the winners of the Mrs Bharat Illinois 2025 pageant. Thank you very much, ladies, and I will see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Janaki and Rashmiji, for giving us the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, My Dream
Thank
TV.
you.
Thank you, Ajanta.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Soumya, Supriya.
Thank you so much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.